Good morning, everybody. This is your favorite MS4 coordinator, Rick Brown. This is going to be kind of a neat one today, but welcome to all of you. And we're going to be talking about some new things that you guys maybe could be interested in when it comes to stormwater. So today's topic is stormwater permits and regulations. And when we have our coffee with Rick, we quite often get questions about this also. The stormwater program issues permits and monitors compliance for our stormwater related with industrial activities and construction activities, and also with our municipal separated storm sewer systems. That's why we get weekly reports. That's why we review the sites to be sure that we are maintaining all the regulations that we're supposed to. So first of all, let's talk about construction, disturbance, and land permits. IDEM administers a general program, so to speak, and it targets construction activities that result in 1 acre or more. So that's kind of the basis of what we do. Construction stormwater program, its purpose and intention is to reduce pollutants, specifically sediments, that are results of a soil erosion. Remember, flowing downhill, and other items that are concerned and associated with erosion, basically. And associated with all this are fees. And we've had questions about that. So one of you folks that are watching want to come in and you want to disturb 5 acres and build a project on it, our fee is $100 per acre. So the more acres you have, the fee would be higher. And our rules are for 1 acre or more is where we start. Sometimes it comes along infrequent, but once in a while there could be less than 1 acre, but you're in a very, very sensitive area. And I will make that determination. And usually if it's real sensitive, I will talk to the city folks, and we will possibly, it rarely happens, but it could and has, where we would also charge $100 for that slightly less than 1 acre because you're in a sensitive area. And because what we do is try to keep our areas all clean from pollutants. And the next topic is the industrial stormwater permits. IDEM administers a general program that targets stormwater runoff associated with industrial activities. Requirements of this rule apply to specific categorical industrial facilities which are exposed to stormwater. One of the things that gets kind of confusing, and even to me, is somewhat of this industrial permit process. I like acres of disturbance, but one of the things that IDEM kind of leans on is a given industry, what kind of chemicals are they having inside of their building? And I've argued this myself, not to be right or wrong, because they're wanting MS4 to also have a handle on what kind of chemicals are inside the building. And I kind of lax off on that a little bit, and here's why. Because all of our fire departments have all that information, because if they have to respond to a fire, they're not going to have the fire departments just rush in there, because there could be hazardous chemicals and stuff in there in a fire. I have had calls before where there's dust on the cars and dust on the parking lots, and I will go in and talk with them about that. But when it comes to the actual chemicals inside of the buildings, I'm a little lax on that on MS4, only because we have a great working relationship with our fire department, and our fire department is aware of all that potential harmful pollutants, etc., inside of the buildings. The final comments are about municipal separate storm sewer systems, MS4. Phase 1 of the permit, this permit was not necessary. Phase 1 originally applied to areas with population density greater than 100,000. This was in the early days. Only the large cities, basically Indianapolis, met Phase 1 criteria and was issued an individual stormwater permit in the early days. For Phase 2, MS4 entities, which consisted of our cities and our towns other than Indianapolis, located within urbanized areas, and serves a population density of greater than 7,000. And there are things going on now where it's going to be permit by rule. Even what the items that I've just given you folks to kind of understand are changing, like ever-changing things from our state government, that kind of thing. The rules are changing a little bit, and they're trying to kind of hone in on smaller towns, that kind of stuff, because they've been doing the larger cities for a long time now. So they are trying to, like I say, gear down a little bit on not so much population density, but when you think of a population of 7,000, that's not a whole lot of people. So they've went, if you can imagine this, in the last 15, 20 years or et cetera, they've went from a large city like Indianapolis to now they're going down to smaller cities and municipalities of 7,000. And basically this is all kind of being pushed by the feds, EPA and stuff, because they're trying to get more and more folks to be knowledge of our stormwater and knowledgeable of our stormwater, if, you know, ways that we are polluting it so we don't continue to do it. So after I'm long gone and stuff like that, I'm sure those population densities will drop to 5,000, will drop to 4,000, whatever, because they're going to hone in and try to get everybody in some kind of a process to help all the public keep our stormwater clean. And that's what this is all about. So remember, only you can help us. Really, only you can help us, whether you're a manufacturer, whether you're a CEO of that company, whether you're a guy living in town and, you know, 2 kids and a wife, whatever. We all need to know the importance of keeping our stormwater clean. And don't forget to, when you're watching this, if you click the little red button, you can become a subscriber, see our videos and all that kind of stuff. So everybody, you have a great day, and remember, only you can help us keep our stormwater clean. Thank you.